I am going to start reading from now on. I'll do videos on Mike McDermott's emails to me. They have to do with real estate fraud in Canada. And since we can't get any national media support, they're on the tape to the corporations. They won't cover it. The fact that I lost an email, he sent it to me that he had discovered over 200,000 victims in last year alone, victims of the Terranet internet real estate registration Canadian system. And I really want to let people know September 28th, there will be a show on the YouTube channel, Duke Willis Show Live, and I'm urging everyone to please watch the show. Mike McDermott was a victim. His mother's property was stolen through the secret filing laws in Canada, and as some of you know, there are hundreds of thousands of victims every year, and nobody believes me, but there are. And right now, we have no political, and I sent out to every member of parliament, federal, provincial, and to everyone, and they just don't care. But secret filing has to get banned. It's banned in every other country but Canada. But once we brought in the internet Tarrant system, the corruption went from local to worldwide. And thanks to Canada, our laws and our legal system is so corrupt, it makes Russia look democratic. And right now, you won't get the victims going public. Don't ask me why, I've tried. A handful, just a handful. I guess they all feel that somehow it's all their fault. You know, victims tend to get into the trap of victim shaming. But on September the 28th, a man 82 years old, and by the way, on September 29th, I'm going to be 78 years old, and fighting for your rights made me homeless, people. And yeah, because none of you gave a shit. And I couldn't get any media support. But in the meantime, Mike McDermott, half my age, has been fighting with politicians and getting all the evidence that he can, as well as my case. But he's really more going after the internet system, not so much the secret filing laws. It's hard for young people to understand that we actually have laws that make stealing your home legal without your even having the right to be notified. But anyway, this man is 82 years old, Trahan-upchan from Ireland. He lost 2 farms to the criminals, and then the lawyers, through the legal system, robbed the whole family. Oh, and as you know, if you look on my website, you know my story. I was robbed of my home, my home that belonged to both my mother and I, and of my home in Wasaga Beach. And it's too long a story. I'm not going to go into that. I put it out on my autobiography. And over $300,000 as a direct result of my brother committing fraud. And he's never been charged, and no case has ever been filed in court yet. The lawyers cost me so far $100,000 in 18 years, and I was robbed over $300,000 by Doug McIsaac, my common-law husband's brother, and he robbed hundreds of millions from banks, from Case Populaire, and none of that's gone public, and they've never laid a charge because they don't want the shareholders to know. what he did. And so he got away with everything scot-free, as well as he robbed several $1 million from 9 of his best friends. And he made me bankrupt. And of course, the lawyers made sure that they got their hands on my money, and then dumped me. And so that's the situation. So I want you to please watch and mark September 28th. The man is coming all the way from Ireland to share with us his story. And Mike McDermott has also now since found more evidence in his case of his mother's property being stolen, that a phony dreams charity is money laundering, and not all the money is going to the Dominican Republic, which they pretend. And a major fundraiser was co-funded by the sale illegally of his mother's only asset, her home, through Trahan land title system. So it's not a joke what's happening, and yet you won't get one homeowner, one real estate agent, one real estate agency, one real estate lawyer, coast to coast in Canada. I've written to them all. And every politician, and you won't get anybody fighting for your rights. Now, in Canada, there's 2 people at the moment, me and Mike McDermott. And I don't have enough of a following to be of much help. But what I am good at is I can put it on Facebook. I can put it on my website. I can put it on LinkedIn. And if victims would only contact me with their stories, I will be happy to publicize it. Because national media is not helping us get democratic rights. And seniors in particular are the most vulnerable. And executors can steal, when you die, all your properties legally in Ontario. I don't know about the other provinces, but Ontario is most definitely the worst. And if you check out on Facebook and my pages on real estate wills and estates, I will connect you to some of the surveys that prove that, and all the evidence is on my website. So please share. This is not just my problem. It has now become a world, global problem. And all you've got is me and Mike fighting. And I don't have much of a following, and Mike, God bless him, he's got so much evidence. I mean, I can't get into the international stuff. I'm exhausted. I have Parkinsonism disease, and I cripple 80% of the time, and the fact that I'm even alive and I get 1 or 2 days that I can get to my feet and dance and walk for 30 minutes and get fresh air, that's a good day. So anyway, please, this is real, people. It's global now. It's no longer just a local issue in Canada. It's not a joke. Please, we have to stop these laws. Please, I'm begging you. Okay. God willing, you never become a victim, because the